Dean Charney, Mr. May, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, loved ones, and fellow graduates of the class of 2016, it is a tremendous honor to be up here speaking to all of you today. I believe two things that profoundly shaped our collective experiences at Icahn School of Medicine: dreams and silence. I would not be here if it weren't for my father's dreams. His dreams compelled him to flee persecution from a dictatorial regime in Haiti, to marry the woman he loved, my mom, a tenacious private school teacher from Mexico, and his dreams guided him as he pursued a medical career and built a life for his family here in the United States. His dreams became intertwined with my own. I wanted to be a doctor like my pop. His dreams brought me to the stage today. And for those of us graduating today, it was our dreams that similarly propelled us here, eager to take up the mantle of healer or scientist. Our collective dreams predicated on this idea: the diligent and laborious pursuit of truth through science and medicine. Truth first. That truth revealed itself to each of us in different ways, through our textbooks, our mentors, in quiet reflective moments, most palpably through the lived experiences of our patients. And in pursuit of that truth, our dreams gave us the courage to accomplish astonishing feats. You heard about them today. We staffed 3 clinics for the uninsured, we traveled to Haiti, Nogales, and around the world to alleviate suffering. We spoke out against mass incarceration and declared, yes, gun violence is a public health issue. Many of us published cutting-edge scientific research, started companies, created apps. We always strive to push the frontier of medicine forward. We rose time and time again to face seemingly impossible challenges, to honor the dreams that brought us here. Fulfilling those dreams were the moments that we believed defined us. And just as dreams shaped our time here, so too did silence. Silence allowed us to digest the knowledge we were acquiring, to listen earnestly to a patient's story, or to allow uncomfortable truths to settle in the air around us. And other times, silence was more insidious. It was a rusty dagger, twisting and gnawing away at our principles and our values, casting doubt into our hearts. And it was in those times of silence that we often compromised. We stayed silent when we knew it wasn't the right thing to do. We stayed silent because we didn't know what to do, or because it was the easy thing to do. I've witnessed that silence firsthand, and it nearly destroyed my family. When I was first accepted to medical school, my entire family was ecstatic, but it was my younger brother, Alan, who openly wept with joy and hugged me tightest. When my dreams were coming true, he felt his words to me. So you can imagine my grief when last August, while seeking emergency care at a hospital in Houston, 2 security guards tased Alan and shot him in the chest. He was unarmed, alone in his hospital room, vulnerable, engulfed by silence. As the blood poured from my brother's chest onto the white tile of his hospital room floor, silence. As shackles were clasped onto his wrists and a drape thrown over his wounded body, silence. It was the silence of members of my chosen profession that broke me. The silence that allowed the psychiatric complaints to be ignored for over 12 hours. The silence in the wake of a decision by an attending physician to ignore my family's pleas for help. Against all odds, Alan did survive, and he is here with us today in this very audience. When a bad clinical decision is made by our superiors, or even ourselves, and the fear of repercussions silences us, it will be incumbent on us to make a choice. And we cannot let fear dictate that choice. I believe we will choose to face our silence and defeat it again and again. I know that to be true, because while I am not without fear, the people sitting in this room today fill me with incredible hope. What we as graduates of this school believe is the idea that medicine and science are platforms for social change. This is a generation of budding physicians who know that the promise of a paradigm-shifting drug is just as powerful as the implementation of policy granting access for all members of our society. We are a generation unafraid to acknowledge racism as pathologic and poverty as an all too often neglected determinant of health. And today we've been bestowed with a great and awesome privilege and a powerful choice moving forward. Speak. Fill the silence. Do not wait. Do not hope for your foreboding to pass, for another to advocate for your patient or your peer. Don't bide your time while someone else makes the next world-altering scientific discovery. That's on you. Don't count on someone else to question authority. Tell our lawmakers with conviction that the health of our communities is intrinsically tied to the institutions that serve and govern them, that they and we must battle the structural violence that oppresses our communities. Vote, especially this year. Stand on the shoulders of giants that are all around you. You're not alone. You know, we've been talking about dreams. Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote about the American dream, a version of it in his book, Between the World and Me. And it is a dream built on the plunder and destruction of black and brown bodies, the exploitation of the poor, a dream that promised opportunities for some and guaranteed persecution for others. It is that same dream that lured my father here from Haiti, the dream that shattered his faith in America when a bullet ripped through his son's chest. I reject that dream. It is tarnished by 250 years of slavery, 90 years of Jim Crow bombings in Birmingham, and the Trail of Tears. We are greater than that legacy. I repudiate the notion that a medical history stained by surgery on enslaved women, atrocities at Tuskegee, and harrowing experimentation at Auschwitz defines our dream. That dream is dead. But let it die. Past silences do not mute our voices now. Class of 2016, I say to you today, reclaim the dream. Never allow yourselves to fall silent when the truth is at stake. Transform complacency, ignorance, frustration, and seeds of doubt into springboards for clinical progress, scientific advancement, healing, and above all else, justice. Do not betray yourselves or the sanctity of the oath we take here today. And I know you won't. You're conscientious, driven, kind. Our society is blessed that it is you who have risen to answer this age-old call. As you go forward, do not forget to offer your shoulders to those who come after you. Today you're given the title of doctor. You've worked hard for it, you earned it. Always recall the origin of this title and the little Latin word docere, literally to teach or instruct. Embrace your title. Harken back to those dreams that brought us here. Always teach truth first. I will leave you with a quote as you go forth to endure strife, conquer new challenges, and heal others. Heed the words of James Baldwin. The world is before you, and you need not take it or leave it as it was when you came in. Thank you.